Right, so here is probably for me the most important thing that we're about. We've got 2 people making their debut talks tonight, micro talks. One is Robyn and one is Matt. Where's Matt? Okay. So we've had many people make their debuts on this stage. Is Claire Reckless still here? Yeah. Okay, so Claire made her... Woo! Claire, okay, yeah, let's make it... Yeah, Claire! Yeah. See, you don't even know what you're clapping for, do you? Right, so Claire made her debut here. Was it 12 months ago as a micro talk? Yeah. Yep, so Claire then went on to do a great talk about the imposter syndrome at Test Bash in September, and is now giving that talk at many other companies and many other conferences. And that's what we're about, giving that platform for people to learn new skills and self-develop. So, let's see what pictures I've got of Robyn.
I hope not.
Oh yes. No, I've gone light on you tonight. Here we go. There's Robyn. That's Robyn. Just so that when she comes up on the front, you'll recognise her. Okay. So what I liked about Robyn lately was she did a really good blog. If you're on Twitter, go and find it. It was Gabby Trotter that did the blog with Robyn, and there's some really good stuff in there. Give it a read. You also got the Ministry of Testing Scholarship for Test Bash, which I thought was great. She got a free ticket for Test Bash, and if you get a moment tonight, I don't know whether that's part of your talk, but if you bring that to life for the crowd, I think that'd be great. But this is the picture I love. Punk IPA. We have a fellow punk tester in the room. So was this sort of some Christmas gift or something off people from work? Oh, your birthday. I'm just going to drop the mic and go home. Okay. And there's the picture from the last Tester Gathering we had in November with all the AO.com guys at the front here. And I really love that picture because I think it really summarised the night for me. So that for me was picture of the evening. So without further ado, I would like to give a huge round of applause and be really supportive for Robyn! Yeah, cool.
I don't need to do that anyway.
Is it? I'll be fine. There we go. Evening all. So yeah, I am Robyn Daulby. I have been working at AO.com now for 10 months. I'm a junior, so still learning the ropes. When I was asked to do this talk, I had no idea what to talk about because I'm probably in a room with more experienced people. Well, not probably, I definitely am in a room with more experienced people. And I didn't want to stand up in front of you all and speak to you about something that you already know about, more than likely. So I spoke to 2 very lovely people who are at the back, Claire and Jem, who gave me some very nice advice, and just basically said speak about my experiences. So that's where I came up with the idea of, oh, not that way, that way. So I'm just going to do a couple of struggles and a couple of victories that I've had since I've been testing. So my first struggle, terminology. So I don't know if any of you remember your first team meeting when you started in your industry and what you do. I remember mine. First week, 5 of us sat in a booth. They're all over there. And we sat and we discussed what we've been doing. I obviously hadn't been doing a lot because it was my first week. But they were discussing all sorts of things they've been doing. CTAs, lister pages, mega menus, product pages. I was very confused. It didn't get any better either. So the next few weeks we had the same meetings and I got more and more terrified because at some point someone was going to ask me a question and I wouldn't know the answer. They'd find out I was a fraud. So what I did was, it was fairly simple as well. I made a list. And it looks really stupid now because they're all things that are second nature to me, but it helped so much. And I realised from it that I should have just asked the question. Like, I'm worried about looking stupid, and I shouldn't have been, which is quite coincidental considering my next one is public speaking and I don't want to look stupid. Here I am. So as he mentioned, I was lucky enough to be granted a scholarship to Test Bash in Manchester. Now, at the end of the conference day, they give you the opportunity to get up and do a talk for 99 seconds, which seems like a very long time in my head. So at the end of the day, I had a lot of encouragement from my manager who came with me, and then people were getting up, and I was saying, should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? I'll do it, I won't do it. And then before I knew it, it was gone, and the opportunity was gone, and I couldn't do it. So what I did about that was, it's very handy, because I'm going to combine this with my first victory, because it's probably my biggest victory. I won't let myself regret doing that again. So now, when people ask me to do anything involved in public speaking, I will say yes, within reason, depending on what it is. So from that, I have done a workshop at work where I gave them my knowledge and what I'd learned from exploratory testing from Test Bash. I did a show and tell at work to the IT department. I did the IT scrum, which was the update to the IT department that we do, which is in front of 100 people or so. And the most terrifying thing I've done is this. I couldn't say no, so when Lee messaged me and I was at home and I sat and I looked at my Twitter and I was like, well, I can't say no, but I'm just going to hover for a minute before I reply. But yeah, I can't say no, and it's been great so far. Nothing disastrous has happened. This night isn't over yet. Nothing disastrous has happened. And the future is, I may have applied and put forward to do a talk at a conference, because I can't stop myself these days, and I'm encouraged by these people here very much. But yeah, so if anyone wants me to talk later on or do anything, feel free to ask me, because I'll say yeah. Which is leading me on to my final victory. This. It's incredible. The testing community it's speechless. I came from a job that wasn't this at all. I was in a call centre. There was, apart from one lady who really encouraged me and gave me extra work, which is why I'm here, there was nothing. So this is me at Test Bash on my exploratory testing day. But I met these people, and I would class them now as friends. I could message any one of them people and they will give me advice. If you haven't been involved, get involved, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the testing community, and my journey wouldn't be the same, and it won't be the same without it. Twitter, I'm always on Twitter. It's great to keep up to date with. Slack, there's so many Slack channels you can get involved in. And meetups like this. Without these, we are lost, because they're incredible, especially for new people like myself. But yeah, it was just a quick talk through of my struggles and victories, and you may not realise that there might be a Robyn like myself in your work that is struggling with something as so simple as terminology. So it might just be a handy thing to think about. Maybe if you've got a new person at work, they might be struggling a little bit, and then they might have some great victories that they want to share. Thanks.
Any questions for Rob?
I did prepare for this.
Sorry, there aren't any would do questions. Are there any questions, though?
Yes.
Come over to the mic.
I think James has
Oh,
one.
I'm sorry, James.
How did you get into testing?
How did I get into testing? Do you want me to say it? Sorry, I'll steal this one back. So I used to work for Speedy Hire in the call centre, and because I was bored, shall I say, in my job, my manager used to give me additional work, which was testing the updates to the systems before they went to the rest of the company. But I didn't actually realise that was a job until somebody advertised the junior testing role at AO, and then there was a bit like a light switch on, and I was like, oh, this is actually a job that I can do, and that was the most enjoyable part about my job at the company. So I applied and was lucky enough to get the job. 10 months later, still loving it. And I'm not just saying that because my managers are sat there. It's true.
Excellent. Any other questions for Robyn?
hard to say. Okay, still at the front.
Oh, might as well stand it back.
So I'm a designer rather than a tester, so I'm sort of new to all this. What does a junior test analyst actually do?
Oh God. There's two others over there if you want to ask them as well. Two others. I'm still learning the ropes at the minute. I mean, everything. I at the minute will do anything I can get my hands on, so I'm learning code, I'm trying to do automation. There's somebody else who's more automation over there than me. But I'm just trying to do everything, but not at a rate that is too fast that I'm not going to learn anything at all. So take it in bits, learning bit by bit, making sure I'm not struggling. I'm learning just anything I can do, really.
Any other questions?
There are a couple of things I'd like to call out about your talk. How calm it was and how well delivered. Yeah. I love the fact you gave the call out to the guys at the back. Generally fair. I love the support that you called out with your teammates. Really, really important for new testers to get that support. I thought it was a great talk, and I'm looking forward to saying we as a community are looking forward to seeing which conference it is so we can all attend and get free tickets. So let's have a round of applause. Hooray!